Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson here, and roughly 1 year ago, actually, it was probably closer to two, it was like a year and 8 months ago, I recorded a video that was ChatGPT versus me, and I am a very bad chess player as a human, and it was a very interesting video. It got a whole like 12 views. I enjoyed making it. I thought it was very funny, and so here we are, almost 2 years later, and I am recording a part two to that video. And so basically, I just, played another game against ChatGPT, and here's how that went. I'm gonna spend, less time stalling in the front of videos than I normally do. As you can see by the brawn over here, he represents a person. That person is playing white, and ChatGPT is playing as black. So, here we go. I started the game. E4. I have the ChatGPT thing on like the other computer, so that's why you don't see it here. But I started with E4, and ChatGPT responded with C5. Interesting opening. It says it's the Sicilian defense, so I guess that's what it is. And I played D3, and so I don't know. ChatGPT started off like this game pretty normally, so I'm just gonna kind of speed run through the things that aren't stupid, which is like the entire opening. So ChatGPT's played Knight C6 as its second move. Very interesting opening here. I played Knight C3. Knight C3, continuing my development, and ChatGPT played G6, which is that. Preparing to fianchetto my dark squared bishop. That's what ChatGPT said. And so in response, I just continued development, knight f3, and then ChatGPT did exactly that. Bishop g7 as its next move. Pretty interesting, but traditional opening here so far. I played bishop f4, and ChatGPT responded with d6. I played d4. Not sure why I even did that. Like I could have just done that at the start, but I played d4, and ChatGPT responded with c takes d4. So I think d4 was actually a pretty bad move. And so to get my knight out of danger, I did knight d5, which is probably also a bad move. I don't even know. But ChatGPT responded with e6, attacking my bishop right there. And so here's my first blunder of the game. I'm a bad chess player, so to escape my knight from danger, to get it out of the pawn, I moved it into danger and put it right here. I didn't even notice this until I looked back at the game, like when I was about to record this video. I'm like, wait, why did I do that? Like I don't know. That was kind of a stupid move right there, but I did that. I moved my knight back to e3. I guess I just gave up and I didn't see it. But ChatGPT didn't even take it. It played knight f6. So yeah, just got its other knight out. Knight f6. Pretty normal game so far. No illegal moves yet, I don't think, unless I forgot one already. And so I played knight takes d4. Terrible move. Not sure why the hell I did that. And ChatGPT did not care, and ChatGPT just castled. So here we have a pretty, it's a very weird starting position. It's like the cock and ball opening. We got like a whole V thing going on here. We got a bucket. And next up, I played bishop c4. Yeah, because ChatGPT just castled. I played bishop c4, and ChatGPT played d5, striking in the center and challenging my bishop. That's what it said, which I guess is true. And so in response, I played bishop b3. Terrible move, probably. I don't know. It's if I made it, it's probably a bad move. So next up, ChatGPT played knight takes e4, which is this knight. That is e4. Which yeah, I guess I did just leave that for free. That's kind of unfortunate. So I played queen d3. I guess just challenging that, even though it's protected. So not really sure what the move is there. I don't know. Like I can't explain any of these moves like Levi Rosmi can because I'm a bad chess player. So that's oh no, it's not because that's protecting it. Anyways, after Queen D3, ChatGPT played Knight C5. Yeah, so that's just like attacking my queen, and then I played Queen C3. ChatGPT responded with Knight takes E4. Where's E4? E4. Oh yeah, Knight takes E4. So that's kind of the first. It's not an illegal move, but it did notate it as takes, even though there's nothing there. So that's a weird little notation thing there from ChatGPT, but it does attack my queen again, so I play queen back to d3. And in this position, ChatGPT, after I played queen c3 to d3, said, "It looks like you played queen d3 again, but it is already on d3. Let's go with a different move. How about queen e3 instead?" In this position, ChatGPT forced me to eat my own horse. It said, no, you can't play that move. It did not allow me to play Queen D3. Queen D3, I apologize. It said Queen E3 instead. And so I said, yes, my bad. I'll play Queen E3. So already we're in a bad position. ChatGPT is up 4 points of material because it just forced me to eat my own horse. And in response to this, ChatGPT played its own queen move. No, it didn't. I lied. I was looking at my move. It played a6. No idea what the point of that move is. I don't know if it's a good move or not. And at this point, I just long castle because I needed to bring my king to some sense of safety. And it said bishop d7. That was ChatGPT's next move. D7 is right here. Just kind of, I mean, developing it. Not really. It can't really do much at the moment, but I guess it's preparing it for development. I don't think it's a terrible move. I said f3, attacking the knight. I did f3. I mean, I guess whatever you want to call it. Knight d6 was ChatGPT's move in response. D6. So it moved its knight back here, which actually, yeah, that's a pretty good move because I just attacked it, I think. And then, oh no, it's not because I don't know. You can see, whatever. Yeah, no, actually, I take that back as a terrible move because I'm looking at my next move now and I realize it's bishop takes d6. So, yeah, I guess it did just blunder a bishop in one move and then I took it following that. And then, not sure what the point of this next move is from ChatGPT, rook e8. I don't know what that does. Maybe it thinks this pawn is in here. As we know, ChatGPT is very interesting when it comes to chess. There's going to be a lot of illegal moves that start soon. I mean, there was that one kind of half queen take that it did where I ate my own horse, but do not worry, this game might be dull so far, but it does not remain dull, I promise you. So after rook e8, I play knight takes c6. Where's c6? No, I don't. No. No, 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 no. Hold the phone. What happened? Rook e8. Yeah, I played knight. Knight! Oh, I was looking at my bishop. Knight takes c6. Yeah, that's a legal move. So, I do that. No, that I don't know why I just started that from here. I do that, taking his whatever piece was just there just now. Knight takes c6, and he responded with bishop takes c6, perfectly legal move, understandable. And so in response, I do bishop e5. Why did I do that? That's a terror. What? Oh, this bishop. My bad. Bishop e5. I was looking at this. I was like, how's that even possible? Yeah, bishop e5. I guess because that was an attack on the thing. I don't know how long that attack's been there, but I also did just kind of, that's there. After bishop e5, ChatGPT played queen d7. So ChatGPT getting its queen up into the action, and in response, I do bishop takes g7. So I guess I'm just doing a really aggressive tactic here, taking his bishop, and he plays king takes g7, which is a reasonable move in response. And so I do c4, like the explosive. And ChatGPT responds with d takes c4, a reasonable move, and I take with the bishop. So here we are in this position. It's definitely far into the middle game now, I think it's safe to say. He is hanging his queen, so I don't know what he's doing there. I just realized that now as I'm looking at this board. After bishop takes c4, ChatGPT plays b5, attacking my bishop, and I guess here, I also saw in real life, in real time, while recording this game, that he was hanging this queen. I don't know when that started hanging, but I played rook takes d7, so he no longer has a queen, but ChatGPT notated that as, hey, yo, you just took my rook. No, I didn't. I took a queen. So, yeah. Bishop takes d7, I guess that's a reasonable move in response, and so bishop d3, right, where's d3, right here? Okay, so yeah, so that's what I do in response. And now, ChatGPT in this position played the move Queen d5, spawning in a new queen on d5. I guess it just ignored the fact that I just took its queen. Perfectly reasonable move. I'm not gonna lie, I should have seen that coming, especially considering it was ChatGPT. In this move, I'm not sure why I did this, but I played bishop d1. I mean, I guess that's a preparing to attack, or whatever. I don't know. And then after that, ChatGPT played the move queen c6, my bad, queen c6, and I play the move bishop c, oh yeah, it was a check, that's a check, so I played the move bishop c2 in response to it. ChatGPT did not notate this as a check, by the way, it just said queen c2, but I guess I noticed that in-game, which is, I'm surprised I did. After bishop c2, ChatGPT plays, oh yeah, this is an interesting move here. You got bishop e6, yeah, okay, so it just ate its own pawn. Not really sure why it did that. ChatGPT, you can't really compute a lot of these moves. I play king b1 for some reason. Don't know what the point of that move is. He plays a5, and I play bishop e4, attacking his queen. Oh, I guess that was the point of that, to unpin the king. After bishop e4, ChatGPT actually sees this threat and plays queen b6. getting it out of the threat of bishop and putting it right into the threat of a queen. So I just take his queen. Yeah, he just went from one capture spot to another capture spot. So I'm not really sure what he did. I take with the queen. So that's the second time now I've taken the one queen that ChatGPT had at the start of the game. ChatGPT responds to this move by playing bishop f5, attacking my bishop. And so I play g4. I low-key should have just taken, but because I was 4 points of material, but I guess it ended up not mattering anyways. After g4, ChatGPT played bishop takes g4. Not sure why it didn't just take this bishop, but I guess it just really, really wanted this pawn, and so I take bishop takes g4. And so I play, oh yeah, wait, there's a hanging rook here. I'm just looking at my own move, and then I realize, yeah, so I play bishop takes a8. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't even realize I was there until now. Not that square, this one. But yeah, in response to that, ChatGPT, I'd say this is a pretty reasonable move. Bishop takes f3. No, it's not. That is not a reasonable move. I apologize for my incompetence. Yeah, so after that, I take back with my bishop, because he just blundered his in one move, because he took my pawn. And in response to this move, okay, here we go. In response to me taking his bishop on f3, in this position, ChatGPT plays bishop takes f3. Spawning in a bishop, I guess he just has another light squared bishop somewhere that was just chilling on like h6 or something. No, a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h, I, I6. It was chilling over here, whatever. But yeah, so, he spawns in a bishop. The thing is, I'm still completely winning. And that's because I play, exemplified, I guess, by the fact that I play rook d8 here. I'm completely fine with the rook trade. That's kind of the goal of this whole thing. So after I play rook d8, ChatGPT plays bishop takes f3. Yeah. After rook d8, bishop takes f3. It's ChatGPT's next move. And so of course I just respond to that by rook takes e8. That's just a free rook, and we're so close. You can get like checkmate 2 here in probably like a trillion ways. You know what I mean? There's so many things you could do. I don't know what that move does. Just blunders a rook in one move. I'm just trying to be smart. But yeah, that I don't know. The white is completely winning in this position. ChatGPT is lost. ChatGPT is hopeless and should honestly just give up. So after rook takes whatever that square is over there. Interesting move here from ChatGPT. I don't know how I didn't see this coming. ChatGPT played knight takes e8. Loved spawning in pieces. I guess it thought its knight from here at the start of the game was still there because it just moved it back. It just moved it back to e8. And now it's of course the eval over here, white is still completely winning, but it's a very interesting position. And here I don't really know what to do. And what does a low elo player do when they don't know what to do? They just start taking pawns. So the queen starts eating the pawns. b5 is my next move with the queen. And ChatGPT actually I don't think it's a terrible move here. It is a legal move, which is good. Knight d6. Wow, yeah, ChatGPT actually playing legal moves. Of course, it blunders this pawn in one move, but there we go. After I take on a5, ChatGPT plays knight b7, another legal move, attacking my queen. Not a terrible move. So I play queen b4 right there. I guess he's attacking his knight. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I kind of just bored as hell right here. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm gonna get checkmate eventually, probably. So I'm just moving my queen out of danger. That's kind of my priority. And in response to this, ChatGPT plays knight d6. Oh my goodness, another legal move. Wow. Great job, I guess. And it does blunder the knight in one move, of course, but I guess I didn't see that in the real game because in this position I played queen c3 check. Of course, you got that threat there. So in this position, chat actually played a legal move. It played f6. I feel like that's probably actually one of the best moves in that position. I don't know. I'm not a good chess player, but that seems to make sense, especially compared to the dumb stuff it was doing before this. So I play queen takes f3. His bishop is now gone, and he plays a move that I really should have seen coming. I don't know how I missed this. Queen takes f3, and now I'm completely lost. ChatGPT has all the advantage up upon me. It's 3 pawns on 3 pawns. He has a queen and a knight. He has a 12-point material advantage, and I am lost. There's nothing I can do in this position to win the game. And so I start pushing pawns. A4. And then in response to this, you got a long string of very weird and kind of repetitive moves. So I'm going to try to speed run through these very quickly. F7 for the knight is his next move. I have no idea what that does, but it is a legal move. And I play king A2. He plays knight. Oh, yeah, here we go. Brilliant move here. Knight c5. Wow, what a phenomenal move that was. And I play b3, protecting this pawn. In response, he plays. Oh my goodness, yeah, I forgot about this move. C takes b3. Check. Yeah, I'm done for, ladies and gentlemen. There goes one of my pawns. I play king a3, not sure why. I think that's probably a pretty bad move. And he plays. This pawn just going on a rampage right here. B takes a2. Yeah, so just. I mean, if my king wasn't there, he would have just taken my king. Diagonally moving a pawn. Not really sure how he does that, but that's also a check, even though ChatGPT didn't notate it as that. And so I play king takes a2. I just take his pawn. I'm pretty sure that's a legal move. And then he plays knight f7. So knight just went over here and then went right back, just kind of on a little journey. In response, I play a5. This pawn is now just gonna continue going and going until something happens. And in response, ChatGPT plays knight d6. That's actually a legal move instead of going to c5 or whatever that space was before that it was illegally going to. And so I just keep pushing the pawn. I go a6, and in response, ChatGPT goes knight c8, protecting this square. And so I set my sights on the other pawn. This pawn still exists. I haven't moved the whole game. h4 is my next move, and ChatGPT in response plays knight c. No, it doesn't. I lied. Knight f6. Yeah, capturing its own pawn. So that's a very interesting move there. I guess this knight really wants to defend both of these pawns at the same time, even though with that move it successfully defended none of them. It's just traveling across the board. It's on a global tour. And so after that, I play a7 because this knight is no longer over here. And in response to that, this knight really, really wants to defend all these pieces at the same time. It plays knight b6. Defending that square, I mean, I will say it does defend that square, and so I turn my attention back over to the other side of the board. I play h5. And so ChatGPT in response plays the move knight takes h5, and I promote this to a queen. This is a very interesting position for a couple reasons. First of all, this queen can just straight up take that. I just completely gambled with this A pawn because I just wanted to see if ChatGPT knew it had a queen on f3. Second of all, we're not going to ignore that knight move that just happened. This knight has been on a continental journey. It's made like 12 illegal moves. And so yeah, I just promote this to a queen, and if he takes, it's all but over. But he doesn't take. In this position, ChatGPT plays a legal move. It plays knight f4. That is normal, and he can do that. I'm not sure what that does, though, because in response, I just take his queen on f3. So now I'm completely winning once again, because I am up 4 points of material. And this is after he had a knight and a queen, and we both had 3 pawns. So yeah, after that happens, ChatGPT says, at this point the game is near its end, as I don't have enough resources to mount a meaningful defense. And I said, no, like, you do, and you can also make illegal moves. And so I said, let's continue, and it said, okay, let's keep going. Next move, knight d5, hanging the knight in one move. So I play queen takes d5, and in this position, ChatGPT played a move that I could never have seen coming. E takes d5. The game is lost. I'm done. There's nothing I can do at this point. This is gonna well, actually no, I can cover that. But this one of these pawns is gonna promote. He's gonna make a queen. He's gonna abolish me with all his pieces. I'm done. I have a king. I cannot win this game. I can either lose or I can draw. There's nothing I can do if we only play legal moves. There's literally an M on the eval bar. Yeah. So my queen is gone. Kind of unfortunate. Should have seen that coming. So I just started moving the king. Queen. Wow. King b3 is my next move. For some reason, ChatGPT forgets it has 3 remaining pawns. It just spawned one of them in, but that's besides the point. And plays the move king. What? Oh, okay. King e6. I don't even remember that move. So that's just completely not a legal move. That's kind of funny. And so in response, I say I do king e3. I was on to move there, then I realized that's illegal. C3. My bad. And in response, ChatGPT plays king f5. So, I mean, I don't know why it didn't just go there. I don't know why it had to time skip over here like a knight. But yeah, king f5. And so in response, I play king d4, attacking this pawn. He can defend it by going there or doing whatever it wants to do. But instead, it plays king f5. f4, blundering this pawn in one move, so I take on d5. In response to that, it's still not moving either one of these pawns, by the way. In response to that, ChatGPT plays king f5. Once again, just going back and forth, I guess. I play king d6. Yeah, king d6. ChatGPT plays king f4. I play king e6. ChatGPT plays king g4. I play king f6. And yeah, so now I'm in a pretty good position to draw. No, I'm not. I mean, I would never be able to win this position if I was playing against a competent player, but we're playing against ChatGPT here. Come on. After I play king f6, ChatGPT responds with king takes h5. I mean, there's nothing there. I notated it as takes, but it's not takes. So king g7 is my next move after that. And in this position, it said, at this point, I have no further moves to stop your inevitable checkmate. Fucking like inevitable, dude. I have a king, and that's it. I cannot checkmate you. It is not. I'm physically incapable of doing that. Congratulations on your win. Would you like to play another game or do something else? First of all, I didn't win. Second of all, no, you can win. So I said, no, let's continue. You still have the material to win the game. My move is king g7, and it said, okay. After king g7, I will play knight f6. This spot is just like a portal for knights or something. There's got to be like some type of knight cult going around this area because like I don't know what is happening. It also blunders it in one move. So I play king takes f6, and in response, this ChatGPT plays. What kind of move is this? I don't even remember this. King. Oh no, never mind. I thought this was H. My bad. It said I thought it was gonna move here. I was like, what? King H6. My bad. That's the next move for ChatGPT. And so I play King F7, and ChatGPT in this position plays King H5. It notates it as delaying the inevitable, which I think is kind of funny. King G7 is my next move, and next up, oh yeah, this is an interesting move here. G5. Finally deciding to not move its king. ChatGPT actually realizes it has a pawn. It also blunders its other pawn. King takes h7 is its next move. In this position, ChatGPT once again tries to say that I have an inevitable win. It says, capturing my pawn and securing the win. That was its summary of my move. With no pieces left to defend and nowhere for my king to escape, this is checkmate. No, it's not. ChatGPT says that I checkmated it by taking one of his pawns. No, that's not true. And I said, no, you still have winning material, because it does. My move is king takes h7. And so ChatGPT said, okay, in this move, I will play knight f6. And I went, okay. Okay. So I start moving my king. I play king g7. And in this position, ChatGPT plays a move that I could have never predicted in 1 quintillion years. ChatGPT plays knight h5, capturing its own king and giving me the win. ChatGPT had this game on a silver platter. ChatGPT could have done whatever it wanted to do, and I would not have been able to stop it. I mean, look at this. Like, I don't know. Maybe I would have been able to, but I don't know. I don't know how this works really, but I don't know. There's just it's unbelievable how this game ended. I think it was like this and this. I don't know. But yeah. Knight takes h5 with its last members of the defense being left nothing to protect. I have beaten ChatGPT in the most impossible situation you can face in chess. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of a trash video, but I thought it was kind of funny. So, yeah, that's about it. See ya.